Hey guys, it's Dylan, and in today's video I'm going to be ranking all the tour passes. Now this is actually quite exciting. It's going to be kind of nostalgic to go back and look back at all the tour passes and see how different the older ones were. But yeah, I just want to kind of take a moment to compare and contrast each of these tour passes and place them on the tier list. Now this might be kind of difficult, I have a feeling, because there's definitely a couple ones that I know I'm going to put in the S tier, and there's definitely a couple ones that I know I'm going to put towards the bottom. But I mean, let's just get into it. Let's start with the season one. So I actually have beatscore.eu pulled up on my phone. Great tool, guys. If you don't know what beatscore.eu is, it's a super helpful website. It's got all the tour passes, songs, and chart information on there, and events. So if you guys ever need any Beatstar info, chances are beatscore.eu has the info for you. A really good website. I recommend you guys check it out. But I'm going to be using it to help me in case I forget what any of the songs are for the seasons. I can just come here and look through it. And also, what we'll notice is there's gonna be something slightly different with the first. I think it's like the first 8 or so tour passes. They were $15, and they had 2 free boxes. So, yeah, I'll start off with season one here. So season one was the holiday mix, I believe. Yeah, it's called the holiday mix. All right, so holiday mix. And season one was really where it all started. So it was kind of an experimental season. I think Beatstar didn't quite know where they wanted to go, which direction they wanted to take with the tour pass at the time. And so as a result, you've kind of got it's in a tricky place because I don't know if you guys know, but it had one hard song, 7 normals, and 1 extreme. Now that's a pretty rough ratio. I mean, nowadays I'm pretty unhappy with 5 normal seasons because that still feels like a drag. You're getting less hards than normals. I think if anything, they should just stick with the 4 normals, 4 hards. I'm pretty satisfied with that usually. It's nice and even. But as we continue, we'll see some seasons even drifted past that to 3 normals and 5 hards. But anyways, season 1, it was a Christmas themed tour pass. I did not actually buy this tour pass. I was playing at the time of the tour pass, but I did not buy it. I guess it just wasn't intriguing. No surprise. None of the songs look that great. But let me just look on Beatscore here and see if there was any. I don't think there was. I wonder if there was 2 free cases or not. There's one. Okay, so season one was a bit of a mystery. There's one free case, but it was at tier 25. Usually our free cases are at 30, and I don't remember what they did for the second one back when there was 2, but it was like 15 and 30. But it had one free case at 25. That's pretty rough. Now, if we look at the song selection here, we have 7 Rings, which in my opinion is one of the lower end hard songs. I really did not like the chart at all. It was my last hard when I originally got 75k, and it was just overall unenjoyable. We got Candy Cane Lane, which is a good song, but again, it's very season specific, which is kind of the tough thing about tour passes, that when you make a season specific one, it's only going to be relevant for that time. Come and Go by Juice World, however, and Marshmello. This is not a very seasonal song. This one works all the time. It's a really good song and a really good normal chart, honestly. I really did enjoy that one. Then we got Fairy Tale of New York, which is just a disaster and also seasonal, but I mean, one of the worst normals, unfortunately. Um, Figure It Out, which is, honestly, for their first season extreme, I mean, I'm pretty impressed. We've had worse ones nowadays than Figure It Out. Figure It Out, it's a really good song, and honestly, they did really well with it. It almost makes this tour pass worth the $15. Um, then we have Indigo. Indigo's a bit of a forgettable one in my opinion, but I mean, yeah, it's decent. It's Indigo. It's not necessarily. I mean, it's not necessarily seasonal, I wouldn't say. Mistletoe by Justin Bieber. Another kind of rough normal. I think this is back when, the charting team was still learning the ropes, getting better and better. Nowadays they're pretty polished, but back then it was like 50-50. Symphony by Clean Bandit and Zara Larson. Symphony's a really good song, and I like the chart, and for it being a normal, it's actually a pretty good one. And then we have Viva La Vida, which, yeah, really good song, pretty chill chart, but yeah, so season one overall, 7 normals. It's kind of hard to justify that, but the extreme does kind of help. It's such a tough one to place. The cosmetics. I guess I do have Beatstar open in another tab here. I can look at the cosmetics. So one cosmetic that I do really like from the season was the tiles in purple B, and you can kind of see that here in the picture. It's like right on the cover there. The tiles in the purple bee, that's a classic. Ben Madsen used to rock that one all the time. It's super clean. It's just a very clean and basic banner. Then the other rest of them are pretty seasonal. There's the snowflakes one, and then the like ugly sweater kind of looking one, and then there's the level 31, which I don't actually have, so I couldn't. I think it just looks like basic gold plating, but I don't have that because I never bought the season. So yeah, I think. Well, let's see here. It had 7 normals. I think I'm gonna have to put it in. This is tough. I'm going to place it in C tier for now, just because the cosmetic carries and figure it out. But let's move on to Season 2 and see if this will get a little easier as we go on. But yeah, Season 2 is right here. Let's bring it up to the top. This was the Love Mix. Let me go ahead and pull it up on Beatscore here. Tour Pass. Go back here. I don't remember this one a ton, honestly. This one's kind of weird because the songs didn't really make sense, if I remember correctly. It was kind of a weird one. So this one I think was the first to implement the 2 free case design. Maybe. Maybe not. No, I think this one just had a free case at 30, like we do now. So yeah. Oh, I can see the cosmetics on Beatscore. Another reason Beatscore is just a carry right now. So let's look at the songs here. So this one I think did have 1, 2, 3, 4 hards. This one had 4 hards, 4 normals, and 1 extreme. Now that's a huge bonus. That already gives it some bonus points above things like last season and ones with 5 normals and 3 hards. So this one's got 4 hards, 4 normals. And it's got some pretty good ones. 24K Magic, really good. American Idiot, really good. Feel It Still, decent. And Anaconda. I remember Anaconda was a really good hard for its time. It really was a good hard for its time with the swipes. Everyone was like, whoa, look at that. Unique patterns. And this is where the charters really started to get more advanced. And then you have the normals, ABC, Nicer, Miss Independent, Sing was really good. I forgot Sing was part of this tour pass. Another one didn't. I guess it kind of fits in. It's the Love Mix. It's a stretch. And then Without You, which personally I really hate that song. Without You gets on my nerves. Kid Leroy gets on my nerves in general. I don't know. He has a punchable face. I say it all the time. He has a very punchable face, especially in that album cover. But anyways, yeah. Let's look at the cosmetics real quick. We have a wide-eyed emoji, or is that just a placeholder? Because dear God, that looks awful. Okay, yeah, it's a placeholder. I think it was the regular heart and the broken heart. I think were the 2 emojis. And so, yeah, and then we have the banner. So we have hearts, we have bubbly hearts, we have a ring light heart, and then we have more hearts. A lot of hearts. But yeah, I think this season is just barely better than the first season. I'm actually gonna... Ooh, man, there's so many good seasons down the line, though. I'm gonna shift them. I'm gonna shift them like that because I think this is about an average season, and this is just below average, which would be like D. There was an E tier. I removed E because E is kind of tricky, makes things a little bit awkward. But yeah, there's season 2, solid C tier. Let's find season 3 here. I'm looking. I know what it looks like. If I could just see it. There it is, springtime. Okay, this is kind of a weird picture for it. No wonder I didn't see it. I don't know what I was looking for, but I wasn't looking for that. Let's go ahead and pull it up on Beatscore. Spring break mix. The spring break mix. So that means this was around spring break time. All right. So this was the first season I ever reached level 99 on. But I did not buy the tour pass, and it's one of my biggest regrets now because I would have had another 99 banner. If you don't know, all my banners that I have from tour passes are level 99. Well, the first 3 seasons I didn't buy, and this one I was level 99 and did not buy it. So, unfortunate, but oh well. Regardless, though, really, really good season, I think. So let's check it out. The hards, animals. Animals notorious for being very difficult, but, you know, I like some difficulty. And I really do like animals. I Am Woman. That's kind of a low point in this season, I think. No Hands. I forgot. Man, No Hands is in this season? Okay, No Hands is really good too. No Hands is just a really fun and solid hard chart. And then The Middle, which is this is The Middle by Zed and Maren Morris and Gray. But this middle is actually pretty good. I like this middle. It was pretty had a pretty good chart. And then for normals we got The Business, Post Malone, I Like Me Better, and All Night. So the normals were pretty snoozer actually. The normals kind of let this season down on multiple levels. And then we look at the extreme. Oh my god, I didn't even look at the extreme for season 2. I didn't even talk about it. Raiden. Ooh, does that bring season 2 up? Because Raiden's a really good extreme. I didn't even think about that. That's tough, man. That's tough. I think. Yeah, I think that brings it up. I think it brings it up because the extreme for season 3 is Party Hard. And I really think the normals and Party Hard let season 3 down pretty hard. And let's look at the tour pass here and see if this is when they introduced 2 free cases. So yes, this looks like it. So there was a free case at 10 and a free case at 30. So this is the 2 free cases. Now I think the emote for this one was, let me just open up Beatstar real quick. I want to say Glasses Dude, but I could be completely wrong here. It's looking like it's gonna be Glasses Dude. Yeah, it was Glasses Dude, which is pretty. That's a pretty cool emote. I vibe with that. Then we got the banners, which is pool water looking thing. And then we got wibbly wobbly patterns. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Then we have pool floaty, the flamingo pool floaty. I like that. And then the, oh man, the tier 30 was such a cool banner too. It's like a DJ thing on some color palette. It's cool looking. You can actually see it's the top banner on this picture. So it has some good cosmetics, but the normals are snoozers and Party Hard. While I do like it, I don't love it. It's a lot of swipes, not a lot of 16ths, and just a lot of doubles. The extreme difficulty felt forced on it, to be honest. So I'm going to put it at a C tier. It's a pretty average season in my opinion. But the one we're coming up on, season 4, is not anything but average. This might be one of the S tier seasons, honestly. Let's just take a better look at it because I really like the theming of this one. This one was the Icon Mix. Yeah, Iconic Mix. Do we still have the free case at 10? Free case. Yep, okay. This is when they started doing the free case at 10. So the hards, we got Boom Boom Pow. Really good hard. Intentions. A lot of people don't love it. You know, it's Justin Bieber's song, but I think the chart itself actually carries it. It's a really good hard chart. Levels, again, you know, it's all right. And then You Can't Touch This, which is like one of my favorite hard charts of all time. You Can't Touch This is just such a good chart and such a good song. But then you've also got the Trooper, which is arguably one of the most iconic extremes in the game and one of the most difficult and just an overall awesome extreme. And then if we look at the normals, we got The Less I Know The Better, which is just a really good song, even if it's slow and kind of boring. Push It, really good song, slow and kind of boring. Mood, which was like a record-breaking note count, I think, at the time. And it's a really good song and a decent normal chart. And then Every You, Every Me, which I remember being like the really, really easy normal song that I'm like, oh my god, this is the easiest to DP in the game. But yeah, so the normals weren't bad, but the hards and extremes really were good. And then, honestly, some of my favorite stuff was the cosmetics here. We've got the green banner. I don't remember that at all. But then we've got the liquid gold with the Beatstar logo. Such a clean banner. And then we've got the liquid gold with the tile. I don't even remember these banners, dude. These banners actually are way more clean than I remember. And then you got the gold with the number. I think I'm going to have to give this one an S tier. It's just such a good... It was our first really good tour pass. It was my first tour pass I bought. And I also had 99 on it. And yeah, it's just such a good tour pass. It was $15, and we're in like the $15 tour passes, so the value's kind of wacky, but that's okay. It's okay. It is a really, really good tour pass. So now to season 5. Okay, so 5 is where we're gonna have our first little. This one's a little bit controversial, so let me go back here on Beatscore. Africa to the World. I remember waking up in the morning to see what the tour pass was and just being disappointed because there was no extreme, and I know it had been rumored that there wasn't going to be an extreme, but I was really hoping, but they made up for it by having 5 hards. So it was a 5 hard 4 normal season, I believe. Am I right? All My Life, Nawan Titty, Peru, Problems, Ride It. Yeah, so 5 hards, 4 normals. So this season honestly isn't all that bad, but No Extreme definitely lets it down. I believe it still had the free case at 10. Yep. But let me look at the cosmetics real quick. So we've got some shapes. Then we got some some different shapes. Then we have a cutout of Africa. And then we have what I assume to be like some African colors for the level 30. I really don't know. I think this was Space Ape trying to appeal to everyone, and it definitely they definitely show that they try to do this later down the line, and we'll get into that more with like season 6 and 21 and the controversy between those, because it's kind of like it gets worse. But for this season, honestly, really good. The hard songs, we got All My Life, just a really good one overall. Love Nawan, Titty, whatever. That was a relatively easy one, but it was a good song. It's a popular song at the time. It was a good choice by them. Peru has Ed Sheeran, because of course Ed Sheeran's got to make his way into everything and everything. Problems was whatever, it was Problems. And then Ride It was really good. I really did like Ride It. And then the normals actually weren't bad either. Perfect Strangers is a really good song. Insane in the Brain, you know, of course, I figured we'd have it in the game by now at least, you know. And then, wait a second. Oh, I skipped over Jerusalem. That was a kind of a wild one, but I did like Jerusalem. It had a very strong beat to it. And then 3 Nights, which is really a banger. Yeah. Not much to say about this season, honestly. I mean, it was a pretty average season. Now the question is it D tier, C tier? No Extreme really does hurt it. And I remember at the time feeling just like really bored with it very quickly because there wasn't a lot to it. So I think, and it really wasn't as good as season 3, I think I'm gonna have to place it in D tier. Sorry, Africa to the world, but you just were not it. But now we move on to a maybe controversial season. I don't know. We'll see. It's the Freedom. I think it's just called Freedom in all caps. Let me see if I can find it here among my seasons. Here it is. It's the speakers. The giant speakers. How I can recognize they were. I get it with the chains being broken and everything. It's Freedom. So again, I think we got the. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, so the free case was moved to tier 7. That's the only difference I noticed right off the bat. I'm not sure how significant that is, but yeah. Let's look at the cosmetics here. We've got chain being broken banner. We've got speaker banner, I think. Oop, did I miss a banner? Wait, what? Wait, was one of the banners like a free tier one? Oh no, I missed the second banner. The second banner was I think like some sort of pride banner, maybe. Nah. I don't think I ever wore that one. Personally, I never would, but I guess they threw that. Oh, yeah, because it was June. Yeah, I think that's why they threw that one in there. I'm pretty sure they just threw that in there because it was June. I guess Freedom was kind of their soft way of leading up to Rainbow Rhythms, but yeah, that was kind of their throw-in. So, songs, let's check it out. I think this is the 5. I think this is our. Yeah, this was a 5 normal season, I think. Unfortunate. So, but you know what? The 3 hards actually were strong hards. We got Gold Dust, really strong one, really fun. Everyone loved that. Montero, actually, never mind. Montero is not that good. I'm not gonna lie. Montero is kind of mid. And then 2 Princes, which was a banger. So, you know, they had 2 out of 3 on the hards. But then the normals, we got That's the Way I Like It. That's just a classic, I think, that needed to be added to the game. King is all right. I Think I'm Okay. MGK, that's not the greatest. I don't love MGK. His stuff's kind of mid. Heavy Cross actually still is one of my favorite normal charts. It's super dense, got a lot of fun patterns, and it's just a really fun song overall. And then Heat Waves, which, and again, is a super ultra popular song that of course had to be added to the game. And then we have Sandstorm as the extreme, and I really like Sandstorm. It's satisfying. It's a fun extreme. A lot of 16ths there, a lot of notes, and I think it broke the note count record, question mark. But yeah, season 6 looking pretty strong. How would I compare it with these though? This is where it gets tough placing it. So, do I think it's better than 3? Yes. Do I think it's better than 2? Man, it's tough. This is tough because this is before things got Paul. I'm gonna place it in B tier for now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put it in B tier for now. But yeah, that is season 6. Next up, we have 7. Before I even talk about it, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop it right there in S tier, without a doubt in my mind. One of, if not the best season in the game ever. Season 7 goes crazy. This was the first season to have 5 hard songs, and actually, wait, no, I just lied. I just lied to myself. Season 5 was the first to have 5 hard songs, but this is the first to have. Season 7 was the first to have 5 hard songs and an extreme, and all the hard songs were pretty difficult too, except for "You Spin Me Round." "You Spin Me Round" was really just the banger song. What's funny is I really liked "You Spin Me Round" as a song before the season came out, and when I saw it in the track list, I was like, oh my god, that's awesome. I knew they were gonna do something fun with the chart. But then we got "What's Golden," which crushed the note count, like 600 plus. Love that, and it's a good song. "Tub Thumping," a classic. Everyone needs it, you know. "Thrash Metal Cassette" introduced a lot of people to "Dinosaur Pile Up," and it's just a really good song. Another really difficult hard chart. I remember "What's Golden" and "Thrash Metal" were the ones that people were struggling on. And then we have "Hysteria," which again was another kind of struggle chart at the time, but a really good, fun, difficult hard chart, and a really, really good song. Really good Muse song. But then even the normals weren't bad. Even the normals were good. "Take Me Out," a really good song. "Kryptonite," a killer song with a really good normal chart that's pretty difficult. And it was difficult at the time. Still is. And then "Domino," which Domino is like your basic popular pop song for the season. Each season's got one pretty much. But "Domino" is a stronger one. And it's Jessie J. That's probably why. It's just a really good, it didn't try to be something else. It's a really just a true to itself good song. But then we take a look over at the cosmetics. Let's see if they moved the free boxes at tier 7. Interesting. And then we can look at the cosmetics here. We've got, does it show it in the picture? No. Oh no, I remember what it was. It was a swipe. It was an electrified swipe. So then in the banners we have some wonky looking patterns. We got some cool looking tiles with some like electricity, I think. Then we got the electric Beatstar logo banner. That's a very clean one. And then finally we have that's the level 30? Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. So it's like hexagons. Let me pull it up in game so I can get a better look at it, because I didn't realize that was the level 30 banner. Banners. Well, I'll be damned. It is. It doesn't even look like it should be, because there's not like a defined area where your numbers would be. But yeah, that is totally the level 99 banner, and that looks pretty cool, actually. So, you know, the cosmetics, they're pretty cool. They're not the best I've seen, but everything else about the season is just amazing. The songs, the charts, the number of hards. And then we have "We Live Forever," which was a pretty game-breaking extreme at the time. With the amount of swipes that go crazy in that chart, everyone was struggling, including myself, to even finish it. Really wild extreme. Really difficult, and just sealed the season as an S, just a solid S tier season. I mean, it was incredible. But now we've got what, season 8? Yeah, season 8. Where are you? I just saw you. Season 8. Ooh, actually, this one's gonna be fun to talk about because it's got Thrift Shop in it, which is pretty broken. Also, they used the wrong Heist album cover in the picture. They used the Dark Heist and not the Heist Deluxe. Interesting. So again, free case at 7, and oh, weird. So this was the first $10 tour pass, and they didn't really know what they were doing with it apparently, because there's a free case at 7, but there was not a free case at 30. In fact, the last case is at 29, and it's in the premium side. Interesting. So there's only one free case, but it's at 7. Which I feel like is a lot more convenient for people who aren't buying the tour pass. But anyways, so the lineup here, I believe, was 4 hards, 4 normals. Yeah, so we've got Chocolate was a banger. Everyone loved Chocolate, I think. Really good chart and song. Crazy. Actually, a pretty difficult normal at the time. It was kind of weird, and I feel like it's going to have a pretty awkward deluxe chart eventually. Dear Maria, Count Me In. Everyone was getting on that one for a charting error somewhere in it, but still a really good song, honestly. He's the greatest dancer. Not everyone's cup of tea, but I do like it a lot. It's got a vibe to it, just a certain vibe. It's kind of awkward, but I do like it. Move Your Body was a really mid to decent kind of. Actually, no, it was a good EDM song. I liked it, and it had a fun chart with all the jacks and stuff. Murder She Wrote, the absolute banger meme of the season. Loved it so much. It's just such a vibe. What a good song. And then Overdrive is the extreme, which some people are happy with it. Some people do not like Overdrive. I'm personally kind of neutral on it. It's okay. Overdrive is just it just exists. And then Thunderclouds, which was kind of your popular pop song of the season. It was meh. It's all right. Kind of boring. I remember having a very low note count, being very slow, but whatever. And then the most controversial of the season, Thrift Shop, with one of the most devious, devastating charts of all when it first came out. But it's one of the rare times where the Beatstar community spoke up and made a change, and we've got the chart to be reduced down to what it is now, which is still not great, but a lot better than it originally was, because the original chart towards the beginning was a lot worse, had a lot more, it was like oddly overcharted for stage 2 and 3, I think, which is just kind of weird. But yeah, Thrift Shop, it's a good song. It was a popular song. Of course they had to choose it eventually to put in a season and put in a game. It's one of those songs, it's kind of like a guarantee to be in game because it's so popular, but it's whatever. And let's take a look at the cosmetics here. We have oh yeah, this one had the little fruit in the glass face emoji, which is cute. The watermelon banner, love that. Pairs well with a particular avatar, if you know what I'm saying. And then we've got glasses banner, cool. Beach banner, again, cool. And then the tier 30, which is like, I don't know what they were going for here. It's like a pink wall, and then the cutout shows the sky where your number would be, and then there's palms around it, which is, yeah, it's pretty cool. Overall, I'd say this season, well, it was $10, so I'm already going to say it's probably better than Mr. Spring Mix here. I'm going to go ahead and put it in B tier for now, I think. That's a solid B tier. Solid B tier season. But now we go on to season 9, the UK takeover. Now, I remember this season got leaked by Space 8 themselves when season 8 dropped, I think. I think they accidentally sent out the notification for this season when season 8 dropped. It was like, come play songs by Fatboy Slim and the Kinks. And we're like, what? And then it said UK takeover. And we're like, well, we know what the next season's going to be. But yeah, this one was kind of an interesting one. Let's take a look here. Pull it up on Beatscore. Let's see what they did with the free case this time. I think, free case at 13. Okay, so this time they moved the free case to level 13. Which, okay, so this is they're still not quite sure what they wanted to do with it. So let's look at the song lineup here. Boom Clap, really good normal. Chelsea Dagger, it's all right. It's a hard song of all time. Cold Heart, which was a really solid pick, honestly, for the UK Takeover Pass. That was definitely a good pick. Dare, I think it's kind of boring, but it's another Gorillaz song, so I can't really complain. Dem Boy Pagan, Dem Boy Pagan's more funny to me than like good. It's such a funny song. If you just like sit there and actually try to like listen to it seriously, it's hard to. It's really hard to. I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles. That was the actually, yeah, we'll come back to I'm Gonna Be. Praise You was like a really good song for that season. Fatboy Slim, that introduced me to Fatboy Slim, and Fatboy Slim's got some good songs, and Praise You included. Then we got Therapy, which was the extreme of the season. Therapy. Well, first of all, the one big thing is that it introduced Electric Enemy to the game, which is pretty huge because they got a second song later down the line that we'll talk about. But Therapy was really good. This is like when we started really getting some small artists. This is when they started doing the small artists more frequently, which is cool. And Therapy was a good start. That was a really good start. And then we got You Really Got Me by the Kinks. That's, I think, still the oldest song in the game, which is kind of wild. I think it's like 1960 something. Really old. Really old song. That's all you need to know. And yeah, I mean, it had a fun little guitar solo, but it's drifty as hell. But yeah, I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles was the like game breaking song of the season. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, look what they did with the swipes. It's like you're actually walking on your screen, which was pretty cool for the time. Although I was not focusing on that at all. I was focusing on how annoying the vocals and all the other parts were to play. And of course, because I was trying to get my Diamond Perfects back up to max averages. But yeah, let's look at the cosmetics here. Banner. We've got blue. Okay, we got blue. We have, I don't know what that is. That's like pinwheels. These don't look very, oh, there, that's British right there. The UK flag. That's what I was looking for. And then we have the UK colors in Beatstar tiles, which I still think is one of the coolest banners they've ever added. Anything that involves the Beatstar tiles in creative ways is just a cool banner, and that's a cool banner right there. So this season, you know, I'm actually thinking it's gonna go right around here. It was kind of your. It wasn't the best. It wasn't as quality of song choices as these were. These were some good, really, really strong song choices. This was just okay song choices. It wasn't bad, but it was just okay. But it had everything else really good about it. But I think it's going to be a C tier. But I think we're going to get a lot of higher ranked tour passes the farther we go, because they really started up their game when they got into the like 13 plus, I think, is when it started getting good. So now we're going on to season 10 game time, and it's already right here. So let me go ahead and find that on Beatscore. Game time. All right. So we have, let's see here. Oops. All right. Game time. Oh, this might be an A tier season. It's kind of looking like it, because I remember the song choices were just really good for this season. Get Ready 2013, banger, bop, really fun chart. I Like to Move It, banger, bop, really fun chart. Superstar, decent song, okay chart. And This Is How We Do It, banger song, decent chart. Whenever, Wherever, that was the Shakira song I wanted them to add to the game, and they delivered. They added that Shakira song. That's one of my favorite normals, honestly. I played that one a lot back when that season came out. Move Your Feet by Junior Senior, another really solid normal. Another just a really good normal there. And then Just a Girl. This is kind of the song everyone's like, I don't like that one so much, because her voice is kind of annoying in that song. I will not lie. It is kind of the mid normal that season. And then Goodies, I really liked it. It's kind of a very dense normal. I think it has 400 notes even. A friend of mine even broke their phone over Goodies trying to get a DP on it, but we don't talk about that. Anyways, the extreme for this season, Rockstar. Now, Rockstar is actually one of my favorite extreme charts. It's just a really clean experience, and it's just a really good EDM song, and it's spinning records. That's how you know it's quality. It's got the spinning record label right on the cover. Love that. But yeah, Rockstar was a really good extreme, honestly. And let's look at the cosmetics here. So let's see what they do with the free box here. Oh, this was the first one they smacked the free box all the way down at tier 30. So I think this is when the free box just started to be at tier 30 for the rest of time until now, which is where it still remains. But let's check out the cosmetics here, because well now okay. So yeah, so we've got what looks like maybe soccer ball pattern banner. We've got a yellowish banner looking thing. Oh yeah, I missed one. Oh, we got the sports balls banner. That's a pretty cool one. And then we have the tier 30, which is like this like shiny reflective circle-y pattern thing, which is pretty clean, honestly. But yeah, just the song choices, the price, and the cosmetics give this one an A tier. It's not quite as good as these S tier seasons, but it's definitely a solid A tier. Now let's get into, are they going to be ordered from now on? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think they're going to be in order now. I don't have to sort through them anymore. Thank goodness. So we have season 11 here. Let's Ride. Now, this season I think is actually this might be another really good one, actually. Let's check it out. Born to be Wild. Ooh, that's a pretty good normal. Freestyler. I forgot about Freestyler, but that's a really good hard song. Man, I completely forgot about a lot of these. I haven't played a lot of these songs in a long time, so this is kind of wild coming back here. Getaway. Kind of a little bit of an eye candy album cover, if you know what I mean. But Getaway was a really good song. I really did like Getaway, and the chart was really good for a normal. I remember playing it on season release day, and I didn't see what the difficulty was, and I originally thought it was just a really easy hard chart. And I was like, oh, wait, that's just a really good normal. Shocked me. Light Switch, that was the ultra popular, kind of at the time, popular song that they had to add in. And hey, they did it justice with a really good chart. And so, yeah, I'm happy with that. Not Fair by Lily Allen. That's a pretty good one. Pony was kind of the mid-normal of the season. Actually, no. Sunroof was. Sunroof was the mid one because I honestly can't stand Sunroof. Sunroof kind of, I don't know. Sunroof just annoys me. It's kind of like a Kid Leroy situation. But then for hards, oops, I just tabbed out. Oh wait, we already did some. Oh wait, we got Rover. Rover was Rover was actually pretty good. I liked Rover. It had one little messy part in it, but Rover was a good song choice. I liked it. And then we got Tornado of Souls, which is just an awesome extreme overall. Really like Tornado of Souls. It's drifty, it's old, but it's a banger song and really just really good. Especially compared to like some of the previous extremes that have been maybe a little bit on the easy side. Tornado of Souls came in and it's relatively difficult, kind of awkward. You have to get used to it. Definitely. So let's look at the cosmetics. I believe we had, let's see here. We've got like a tire tread banner. I think that's what it's supposed to be because it's Let's Ride. I get it. Pause and play and fast forward and skip buttons banner. Actually, that's a pretty cool one. We have the Beatstar key fobs. That's actually really cool. And then the tier 30 banner, which is like rocks. I think like mountains, like it's supposed to be like simulating that you're on a road trip, right? And I think this is gonna have to get another A tier season, and just another really solid one at the time. They were kind of on a roll with decent seasons. Ooh, next up is season 12, and I already know this is gonna be a controversial one because not everyone loves country, but this is when they introduced the country genre to the game, and they were like, let's try it out with a season because I know they had an event for this, and they had the Guitars and Bars event. Well, they had the Guitars and Bars tour pass, and honestly, I thought this one was pretty decent. Maybe not A tier, but this one might end up being like a B tier. American Pie, the shortest normal in the game, but it's still a good song nonetheless. Country Boy Do, really good hard chart, pretty dense, and it's just a really good song. It's Nelly, so you know what do you expect. Drunk and I Don't Want to Go Home, that's in Country Star now, I believe, but it's cool. It's in Beatstar, and honestly, I like it. It actually used to have a better chart, but its chart got nerfed when they took the one from Country Star and imported it into Beatstar, which is kind of sad. Honestly, I missed the old one. The old chart was much better in my opinion. And we got Honey I'm Good. Not everyone likes Honey I'm Good, but I mean, some people get really annoyed by it. I don't get super annoyed by it. I think it's just okay. It's kind of annoying. I think they misspelled Andy Grammer's name. I think they misspelled it for the longest time, and then they had to fix it. But I think they fixed it by now. I hope so. Man, I Feel Like a Woman, another one that's in Country Star now. But yeah, that's actually a solid one. Mr. Brightside's a really good song pick. Actually, ooh, that's gonna help this season out. Mr. Brightside. What a good normal. What a good normal indeed. Then we got Natural by Breland. That was kind of is that a small artist? I don't know if Breland, I don't know how big that song or artist is. But it was a good one. It's got Barbecue Baddie in it. Barbecue Baddie's an icon. And then we got One Thing Right by Marshmello, Kane Brown. That's kind of an obscure song. I didn't even know about it. And then Devil Went Down to Georgia, Korn remix, which is kind of where another controversial pick because they could have used the Charlie Daniel Band version, obviously, or even like the Primus version. They could have used that one as well, but they used the Korn version. I think the Korn version probably fits Beatstar the best, though, so good pick for them. And that's 4 hards, right? 1, 2. No, that's 3 hards. Ooh, that's gonna tank it a little bit. I like all the. I personally, I think the song choices were decent. Let me look at the cosmetics real quick though. Stage lights banner, music notes banner, Beatstar country note banner, and then tier 30 looks pretty basic. So yeah, I think this one earns itself. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna put it in C tier. Guitars and bars was very just average, very mid, very mid. Nothing special about it, honestly. But now we go on to season 13, Holiday Party. We all thought this was gonna be the Christmas season, and it was kind of not. It was a party. It was a holiday party, not holiday Christmas around the Christmas tree, you know. No, so but okay, so we've got kind of an irrelevant song now that it's gone, but Betty Get Money, if you didn't know, this one recently got removed because Young Gravy, he kind of lost the lawsuit against Rick Astley there. And he should have known better though, to be honest. He should have known better. That's his bad. But when Betty Get Money was in game, it was a good one. Boom 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 Boom, another really fun one. Just a classic little like 80s song. I think it's an 80s song. I might be wrong about that. It sounds 80s. It's got to be 80s. It's a good song. It's a banger. Call Me Maybe, a really popular radio song. I'm surprised it wasn't added sooner, but it's a good one. Call On Me remix. Is the mid normal of the season. Fogo. A lot of people don't like Fogo. I think Fogo is Fogo is pretty mid, isn't it? I mean, it does feel like you're kind of like copy paste average ass EDM song. So it's whatever. It's Fogo. Give It Away, a highlight of the season in my opinion. Honestly, a really good highlight of the season. And a correspondingly good chart. High Hopes. A lot of people really don't like High Hopes because it's an overplayed song. I get that, but at the same time, like, you can't lie. It is a good song. That's why it was overplayed, and I like to see it in the game. Rap Star. The Rap Star is a really bad rap song in my opinion. Just a really bad. Like, it feels pretty low effort, and it just doesn't sound that good. Also, Polo G's got some like charges right now. I think he might end up getting removed from the game pretty soon if that doesn't get cleared up. So then this season might be missing 2 songs, which is going to hurt it severely. And then we have Sugar by Maroon 5, which is another very popular song that I'm not shocked they added. Then if we look at let's look at the cosmetics here. We've got like a shiny looking banner. We got like bubble soap looking banner. We've got a disco bee, and then we got disco balls. Let's think here. So we've got 4 hards. But then we've got Fogo. But then we've got decent cosmetics. But then we got Fogo. But then we got Give It Away. But then we got Polo G. This is tough. This is a tough one. I think it's a B tier. It's a very B tier season. I think that's fair. I might end up moving that later, but we need to move on to season 14, the Midnight Gala. This video might end up being very long. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure how long it's been, but this is going to end up being a decently long video. Midnight Gala. This was a strong season, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Okay, so we got Bonfire, which was some people just didn't really like it because of the swipe overload, but I liked it. It's a very strong EDM. It's much better than Fogo, in my opinion, and probably much more known considering it's Knife Party. Then we have Disco 2000, which is kind of like the disaster, horrible, ear pain sounding normal of the season. Golden Hour, which a lot of people like. I really just cringe whenever I hear it. It's just not that. It's not the song for me. I don't know. It makes me cringe. I don't like it. Hard Times, another Paramore song, but a very drastically different sounding Paramore song than we're used to. And honestly, it was kind of refreshing. I liked it. Humble, which is one of if not Kendrick Lamar's best song. It's just a really good song, and I'm not shocked that they added it. I Believe in a Thing Called Love, which is a song I had never heard before, but I'm glad I heard it in the season because I really like it. It's a good song. It's just a fun little rock song. Made You Look. That's probably the worst song of the season. One of the worst songs ever. Megan Trainor, eh. Some of her songs are okay, but that one's just not it. Made You Look. It was like the popular TikTok sound or whatever. I don't know. Didn't like it. Right Here, Right Now, the return of Fatboy Slim. Love it. And it was a good song. And then That's What I Want. Another Lil Nas X song. Mid. Not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of Lil Nas X's songs at all, but that's alright. Then let's go over to the cosmetics. We've got Firework Banner. We've got Constellation Banner. We got like Galaxy Around the Bee banner. And we got, oh, the level 30 looks sick though. It was like fireworks coming off of a circle around your number in the like sky. Ooh, this season was actually pretty cool. And I think, honestly, I think it deserves an A tier. Yeah, I think it's going to get an A tier. It was better. It was definitely better than Holiday Party. And I gave Holiday Party a B tier. And I think that's pretty on par with these. I think it's a solid A. Yeah. All right, let's go on to Season 15. Which is Superset, question mark? Oops. Yes, Superset. Okay, Superset. Season 15, Superset. So we've got, let's take a look here. I think this season was actually really good too, wasn't it? We've got Bank Account was kind of the letdown hard of the season. Belly Dancer, really high note count, normal, really fun normal. Just a really dense normal, which was pretty cool. Dreamer, which I know a couple people don't like, but I think Dreamer's a bop, a banger, and I think Dreamer's really fun as a hard chart. Red Flag was a really good pick. Red Flag was such a good pick, actually. That's going to help this season out in the rankings, I think. Red Flag was really good. Rock Your Body, which is actually a decent Justin Timberlake song, to be fair. Like, I don't love Justin Timberlake's music, but Rock Your Body is definitely a good one. Shivers by Ed Sheeran. He's got to slip his way into every tour pass. I'm telling you, he makes his way everywhere. He's a little snake in the game. And then Super Bass or Superb Ass by Nicki Minaj. Really good hard chart, actually. It has a lot of 16ths going on, and I'm surprised they didn't make it an extreme, honestly. Super Bass would have done better as an extreme than what's next, which is The Drill. The Drill was a very sad extreme. Sadder than Party Hard. It was a pretty sad extreme. And then What Do You Mean by Justin Bieber? Which is, it's Justin Bieber, so it's already automatically not great. So how many hard songs is that? That's 1, 2, 3. That's 4 hards. All right, so let's check out the cosmetics here real quick. We've got circles. We got a heart. Ooh, okay. Like Super said, we got the heart rate monitor. That's kind of cool. We got weights, and then we've got like a rainbowy looking. I don't even know how to describe that. It's just like a tunnel looking. Yeah, this season, I think. I don't think it was quite as good as Midnight Gala though. I think it's probably a B tier. I think Superset gets a solid B tier season. But now we come up to season 16, the Love Games. Let me pull it up on Beatscore because I think this one was actually a pretty good season. So season 16 marks the start of when they started including deluxe charts along with standard charts the second that the season dropped. So with Duality, we got Duality Deluxe, and that was kind of game breaking at the time. So Duality was the extreme of the season, and Duality was just game breaking. It was the most difficult thing in the game at the time. It was crazy. I remember when Duality came out, I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. Duality. And then you also got Duality Deluxe. Now, I don't know if I'm going to talk. I'm going to leave out deluxe charts for the most part. Maybe I'll talk about Hallowed Be Thy Name. But overall, I'm not going to talk about deluxe charts too much. So then we got Easy Love and Funky Town. Those are 2 decent hards. And the other hard was, ooh, okay. This hurts to see. I didn't know this was in this season, but that hurts it a little bit. Twin and M, which is like by far like the worst song ever to touch this game. God awful. Just awful. Twin and M, major L. Unholy. I don't know. That song makes me feel weird. I do not like Unholy. It's such a weird vibe song. Not good. Starlight. Really good. Different kind of vibey Muse song, but it's kind of like, it hits you in the heart. You really feel it. No Scrubs. Good TLC song. popular. Love it. Uh, Let Me Love You by Mario. This is kind of a weird song. I'd never heard of it before. It's okay, I guess. Okay edition. And then Hold Me Closer, which was like the lowest note count for a normal, I think, still to this day. And it's just a super easy normal. 1 star. This season's kind of awkward. I don't know. Let's check out the cosmetics here at least. We got kind of a radiating heart. Twinkle heart. Like the season heart. And then we've got... Oh, tier 30 was pretty cool looking. Honestly, this season wasn't all that great other than Duality. Like, Duality carried this season pretty hard. And so, looking at it logically, this is actually a really tough one. I kind of want to put it here. Because everything else other than Duality was kind of mid. Duality was really good. The cosmetics weren't all that great, considering we already had a bunch of heart cosmetics from season 2, which I think did it better, honestly. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it in C tier. I think it was just a very average season. Yeah, let's move on to 17. Now we go to 17, which is gonna be Amped Up. Amped Up. This was, I think, a much better season, I think. To Be Loved. I'm not a big Lizzo fan. I don't really like Lizzo all that much. And with the allegations coming out recently about Lizzo and all that, it's not looking too good for Lizzo. Not a great view on Lizzo right now. But To Be Loved, I mean, despite Lizzo being mid, that song's pretty catchy, I can't lie. And then we have Anomalies, a small artist. This is the introduction of Afixian, another small artist who got their first song in the game as a really good extreme. Is a decent extreme. It was kind of like, it started out pretty difficult and then it got really easy towards the end, which was kind of weird. But it was good. Coming in Hata, just kind of a weird song, honestly. It's okay. It's alright. Enter Sandman. This is a big one. This was a huge one when it came out. Everyone wanted Metallica. We got Metallica in the form of their biggest hit, Enter Sandman. And I'm not disappointed. It is a really good hard. My Sharona. This is where I will talk about the deluxe, because the deluxe extreme was actually really difficult. And it's honestly a chart that I really like, even though it drifts like a motherfucker. Is still good. And I like the song. The guitar solo that's included in the deluxe is a really good solo. One of my favorite solos of all time. And then we have Sabotage, which a lot of people don't like, but I personally really do like Sabotage. I think it's a very fun little yelly song. But it's a good listen, honestly. I like the way that Sabotage plays out. But yeah. Not everyone likes it. I do. Stacy's Mom. That's the kind of jokey song of the season. I liked it. I think a lot of people liked it. It's a very funny song. And yeah. Vegas. It's Doja Cat. I think it's probably better than yeah, it's probably better than Juicy and Say So. Those two are kind of overplayed. Vegas is nice. I like Vegas. And then Wolves, which is a weird Selena Gomez song and has Marshmello in it. That's pretty cool. But let's look at the season as a whole. Let's take a look at the cosmetics real quick. We've got like the rock out, like hand symbol and the electricity. We've got a guitar thing. Oh yeah, I missed one. We got guitars. We got a guitar and an amp and a keyboard. And then we have a big blasting speaker, and that's actually a cool level 30. So this had 4 hards. Ooh, I think I'm going to have to give this one an A tier. Because it just had really good song selection. Enter Sandman, Anomalies, My Sharona, Sabotage. Yeah, I think it's just a solid A tier season. It had some really good cosmetics, too. I like the theming with Amped Up. It was kind of supposed to be like the V2 to High Voltage. Didn't do it quite as good as High Voltage, but it's still a good season nonetheless. Now we're going on to season 18, Rise and Shine. And let's see here. I think this one was actually a decent season too. So, 9 to 5. 9 to 5 kind of feels like the oddball in this season. It's a country song. Kind of wild. Not sure why it's in there, but oh wait, actually it's 9 to 5 Rise and Shine. It makes sense. I get it. That's another thing I haven't really been considering is theming with these seasons. I've been kind of just ranking them personally on like how good the song selection is, but the theming of them as well. And I think 9 to 5 themes pretty well. Always on Time. Okay, these are okay. Maybe they are pretty good with the theming here, but Always on Time is a really good song by Jarul. I listened to that song a lot after I had listened to it on Beatstar, so that's pretty cool. Bleed Me Dry. This is the second song by Electric Enemy to touch the game, and that's pretty cool. As a small artist, you having 2 songs in the game, that's pretty huge, especially when it's 2 bangers like Therapy and Bleed Me Dry. Then we got Busy Earnin', it's Busy Earnin'. It's just about average. Oops, I just closed out of it. Busy Earnings, whatever. I Know a Little as the extreme. I like it. It's kind of drifty, but it's Leonard Skinner. I wish they would have put Freebird. I think Freebird would have been better as a Rise and Shine song. You know, but they chose I Know a Little. That's all right. We have Late Night Talking. I mean, it's Harry Styles. It's just an okay song. I'm sure a lot of people like it a lot, but I'm not personally a huge fan. Sweetness, another Jimmy Eat World song. That's pretty cool, and it was a really good one. Honestly, I think I like Sweetness more than The Middle, which is funny. What a Man Gotta Do is the annoying Jonas Brothers song that probably not very many people like. But yeah, it's just kind of annoying. Jonas Brothers are just kind of annoying, let's be real. And then Yeah by Elvis Freshly. Now, you can't really find or I'm not sure about how it is now, but back then you could not find the lyrics for this song anywhere. Like, it's that weirdly small of a song. So yeah, that was kind of wild, but it's a good song ish. I think it's decent. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 hards, a solid extreme, solid hard choices. Look at the cosmetics here. We have Sun's banner. We have the Sun banner. Oops, I clicked on something again. I keep clicking off of it because there's so much pop-ups here. We have like flowery looking thing, and then we have the like explosion flower sun banner as the level 30. And I think this season earned itself an A tier. Really strong season. But yeah, let's move on to Neon Nights, season 19, I believe. Yeah, season 19, almost at 20. That's crazy. It's crazy that we're already heading towards 30 at a rapid pace. But yeah, 19, we've got 2 Billion by Chaos Bay. That was kind of a groundbreaking. I know a lot of people like Chaos Bay now because of 2 Billion being out of the game. And yeah, it's a good song. And Chaos Bay is a really good band. Higher Power, it's a decent Coldplay song. How Long by Charlie Puth. I mean, it was a popular song, so of course they had to add it, but it's alright. Informer by Snow. I listen to this song on like a daily now. It's such a bop, dude. I didn't know about this song before the season, and when I heard it, I was like, oh man, that's such a good beat. Really, really good one. Machina Vibes, Machina Vibes, Machina Vibes, however the hell you say it, was one of the biggest, if not the biggest, disappointment of an extreme in a season ever. It is such a letdown extreme. We all thought that, I think we all thought 2 Billion was going to be the extreme, but no, it turned out to be Machina Vibes, and it's just, it is a little bit of a letdown for the extremes. Rockstar by Nickelback. I know there's a bunch of Nickelback haters, but I think it's a pretty good song. Rockstar kicks ass. It's a pretty good song. Run by Scan. A really weird, but weirdly good EDM song. I again didn't know about this one, but when I played it, and it had a really fun chart that implemented some swipes pretty cleverly. And then we got Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. I mean, yeah, it's Ed Sheeran. Of course, he's got to be in the season. He's in all the seasons. He's everywhere. It's Ed Sheeran. And then we have Whiskey Glasses by Morgan Wallen. This is the first time Morgan Wallen touched the game, but it would definitely not be the last. But yeah, let's check out these cosmetics. We got some tiles and upswipes. All right. Then we've got an upswipe banner. We've got like a whatever banner. And then we've got a something swipe banner. I don't know. Oh, I think it's supposed to be like a road with like water. Okay, that's kind of cool actually. Neon Nights. I get it. Okay, so this one. Where am I gonna rank this one? It's got Informer. I really like that. It's got Run. It's a 3 hard season. I just noticed. Do I give it? I think I'm gonna have to give it a B tier. It's not quite an A tier, but it's a strong B. I'm not gonna do like ordering with them or anything, but it's a strong B, I'd say. And with that, we move to the turn of the numbers. We're at season 20. Tour Pass season 20, center stage. Now this one is actually, I think season 20 was a really good one, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, but it had 3 hards. Let's just check it out. So Blue Monday was a really good hard. Can I Go Away? A really good song I had never heard before, but I'm glad I got introduced to it in this season. Really good normal. Dash Star, which was a EDM song. It's actually kind of popular now, I think, but I had not heard of it. But it was really good, and it's a pretty banging hard song. I Ain't Worried, another really popular song. I'm surprised it wasn't added sooner. More Than a Feeling, great song that I'm glad they added. N95, which isn't the greatest Kendrick song, but it does the job. It's an okay extreme, I'd say, kind of mid-average. Numb by Linkin Park. Again, they could have chose a better Linkin Park song, but Numb gets the job done. I'm not a huge Linkin Park fan, so I don't really care. Radio by Decora was the small artist song of the season, and it honestly was a really good choice. Really good small artist choice. Loved it. And then we have Swang by Race Remembered. Not that we needed more Race Remembered, but we got it, unfortunately, with Swang. And it's about average. So, where does this season place? Well, actually, I got to take a look at the cosmetics first. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Tents. Bullseye looking reticle. Oh, okay, yeah. This season's going to get dragged down by the cosmetics because the last 2 banners are, I'm not even kidding you, almost identical. We've got green speaker tent with purple in the background, and then the level 31 is green tent with purple in the background. It's just a little bit zoomed in and edited slightly, but I mean, it's literally just about a copy and paste banner, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, this one is just kind of I don't know about this one. I feel like, man, there's a lot of letdown factors in this one. Also, I think it has the jungle album cover on it, even though there wasn't a jungle song in this season. It's not going here, but is it going here or here is the question. No, I think it's better than a lot of these, though. I think it's definitely a B tier season. I like that it's looking like a triangle. That's a good sign, because usually tier lists are supposed to look like that, especially when you're averaging out a bunch of stuff. But yeah, let's move on to 21, which is probably the most controversial season in my opinion, and probably my least favorite season. And I'm just gonna be real with you. It's because of how hard they tried to push Pride. Now, I know it's a very controversial topic, Pride, but and I get it. It's June, but it felt very annoying to have to sit there for 20 days playing a season that only targets a very specific demographic of people, and then the rest of us kind of had to sit there and be like, yeah, it exists. I'm not going to wear any of these cosmetics, but it's a season that exists. And then the song lineup didn't help very much either. We got Burn This House, which is, it's a decent song. Can't Get You Out of My Head is kind of very boring, I think. Enola Gay. I think they literally just chose this song because it had gay in the title, even though it's about, World War II. So that's not really relating. I think they just chose it because it had gay in the title. Sure. Everybody, which honestly pissed me off that they chose this, because this is where this season goes from being it's Pride Month season to a woke season. And this is where I really get pissed off, because woke is just a whole nother thing. But this, everybody's about it starts talking about black and slaves and shit. I'm like, dude, that's not even related. But Beatstar clearly has a thing they're trying to push, which with this season, which is disappointing. And then we have Go Your Own Way, which was actually probably one of the best choices this season. Oh, Plug-in Baby was in this season. Okay, Plug-in Baby was a really good one. Really solid Muse choice. Probably my favorite Muse song in the game right now. Sweatbox, which is just a wild, extreme choice. I don't know what Sweatbox has to do with anything, but it's Sweatbox. Sweatbox complete. Think About Things. I know a lot of people really like this one after hearing it. It's like one of their favorites, but I think it's just about average. It's a pretty average song. And then Truth Hurts, another Lizzo song, because of course this isn't just Pride season. This is all the different things season. So it's not just Pride. It's Pride. It's slaves and black people season, and it's also fat acceptance season. Because why not? Just throw in all the ideals. But yeah, this season's gonna be my first F tier for Space Ape quit trying to push things on us. But I think that's a fair assessment. I just it's a very disappointing season. And the big yikers from Space Ape, considering, yeah, just big yikes. I'm not even gonna look at the well, I'll tell you what the cosmetics are. It's a pride flag. It's a pride flag on cassette tapes. It's a pride flag on cassette tapes, and then a bunch of pride flag banner streamy things going around for the level 30. Yeah, just a very pushy season. Kind of annoying. But that season was followed up by one of, if not the best season in the game. Tied with High Voltage, maybe better than High Voltage. Sonic Galaxy. Such a good season. Such a good season. Such a good season. So Black Hole by Griff. I don't think it's a fantastic song, but it's still a good song. It's a catchy song. I'll give it to them. It's a catchy song. Dance Monkey is the only L of the season, I'm pretty sure. And, Dance Monkey is just, it's Dance Monkey. Whatever. It's Dance Monkey. I know it's very annoying. Don't Stop the Party. That's actually a pretty good EDM song. Like, I vibe with that. Hollow Be Thy Name, the deluxe version of Hollow Be Thy Name broke the game. I mean, it's the hardest chart to DP by far. It's insane. Love it. It was the best choice they could have made there. And it's a hard song standard, which is even cooler because it's almost 600 notes. Intergalactic, just a really fun Beastie Boys song. Really glad they chose that. Painless by Wayne is a really good small artist song that I'm glad that they keep choosing these small artist songs because they're choosing really well with them. And then you got the Mother Load, which I listen to on like almost a daily basis now too, because it's just such a good rock song. The solo is just killer, and the drum rolls, oh my god, don't even get me started. What a good song. Wait a Minute by Willow actually is a decent song. I'm not even mad about it. Like, some people might not like it, but I think it's actually pretty good, pretty catchy. And then Walking on a Dream is kind of just like the mid song of the season for me. Some people really like it. I think it's just kind of boring, but it's not terrible. It's not a terrible song. And that's what makes this season an absolute S tier. Plus the cosmetics. We've got like a Constellation Beatstar. We've got this weird like modern looking futuristic banner. We have a galaxy with like a hole in a planet and stuff. And then, dude, the level 30 banner looks so cool. It's like a black hole with a ring around it and some Beatstar tiles, and it's just so cool. Such a cool season. S tier. Then we move on to 23 and 24, which I'm going to kind of bundle together here as they're almost copy-paste. I mean, look at this. Look at these pictures. Do they not give off similar vibes? Do they not look like copy-paste? Like, it's kind of embarrassing. A little bit embarrassing how much they look like copy and paste. But one of them is considerably better than the other, and that one is Heatwave. Season 23 is definitely the better of the two. We've got Gimme Some More, which is a really, really good extreme. And I think this also has this one has 4 hards, which is nice. So we got I Got You, which is decent. Miss Jackson, while it might not have a great chart, it's still a good song. It might not be great for Beatstar, but it's a good song. Party in the USA, while it's overplayed, I think you can't go wrong with this song. It's just a banger. It's a vibe. I rock with it all day. Senorita, pretty poor choice for a Justin Timberlake song, but, it's whatever. And they got that, whatever, the goofy ass, like, when the girls are singing. It's just a funny one. And we got Symphony of Destruction. Okay, actually, this is a fire choice, because I know they had to enter Sandman. They had to get Symphony of Destruction to go with it. Megadeth and Metallica, And then we got We Different, which is like the Target ad music of the season. Really goofy one, but I'm not even mad about it, honestly. It's not even that bad. EXO Tour Life is kind of garbage, honestly. It's just a really weird rap song. Not my thing. Kind of half-assed, very auto-tuney, I guess you could say. And then Young, Numb, and Broke, which is, it's okay. It's very boring, but it's a good song for just like a chill vibe. And yeah, this season, let me take a look at the cosmetics here. We've got like heat waves. We've got like oh, that's cool. A sunset with trees, the tile in the sand, and then the tier 30. So this, let's see here. I think it's definitely better than these ones, I think. So if anything, it's going in B. But what else does it have? It has, ooh. You know what? It's got Symphony of Destruction. It's got Miss Jackson. It's got Give Me Some More. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give it A tier. And you're going to see how Polar Opposites. I'm going to instantly just go ahead and drop Island Breeze in F tier. Because Island Breeze makes me want to move Rainbow Rhythms up to D tier, which is just crazy. Because Island Breeze is just a disaster. I almost didn't buy Island Breeze, and that's kind of wild considering it's me. So it was a 3 hard season, but we got some bad stuff here. So we got Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran, because, you know, Ed Sheeran, again, has to sneak his way everywhere. And Be Careful with a Fool, which was probably the worst extreme ever to touch this game ever. Worst song ever to touch this game ever. Be Careful with a Fool. Be gone, Johnny Winter. All right. Don't ever touch this game ever again. Then we got Flamingo, which is like the meme funny haha song of the season. Personally, I don't see the appeal. It's just kind of a cringe song, honestly. That's how I feel about it. Leave Me Alone. Leave Me Alone is a really bad hip hop song, if I'm being honest. It just doesn't, it isn't it. It just ain't it. Malibu, a really bad Miley Cyrus song. Move On, which is like a weird, maybe it was a small artist song, I don't know. It's kind of unknown if I remember. It's okay. Riptide is like the only like okay decent song of the season. I actually like Riptide. I remember hearing Riptide a long time ago, so I brought back some nostalgia. And then Sway Back. Sway Back is the disaster small artist song of the season. Sway Back is not good. It tries to be something and it's just not. It's Sway Back. It's its own thing. It's in its own. It's like in F- tier. It's below this season. And then What You Know, which is actually like another really decent song in this season. So this season had like 2 okay songs. The rest was just bad. And then the cosmetics are like pretty much just copy paste from last season. So we've got starfishes, we've got palm leaves, we've got tile in the sand, and then we've got coconut. So the tier 30 was the best cosmetic with the coconut. I like that. But yeah, just a diabolically awful season. Then we've got season 25, Wild Heart, where they try to make a comeback here. And they almost did, I think. We've got Back to You, which is an okay Selena Gomez song. I think it's better than Wolves, but still not great. They need to choose a better one of her songs. They've been kind of choosing the mid songs from Selena. And we got Bad Habit by Steve Lacy. I really don't like this song. It's really annoying. The weird high notes he hits is just like not it. They're kind of really annoying. They hit my ear the wrong way and it just pisses me off. Breaking the Law broke the game when everyone thought that the deluxe version should be an extreme. But, you know, it is what it is. I like it. Breaking the Law is a really good one. Don't Speak is the better No Doubt song in the game, undoubtedly. Really popular, and I'm not surprised they added it. Really good. Ghost in the Mirror. Ghost in the Mirror is a good one. I gotta admit, Ghost in the Mirror is a really good banger. Glad they added that one, and it hits different. It's a hard. I love it. Heavy Shadows, The Return of Asphyxian, with Immerse included. This is, I think, the better of the 2 song-wise of Asphyxian songs in the game, but this extreme kind of lets down because it's not that difficult. It's got this really annoying swipe spam pattern that is repeated and copy-pasted like 3 times throughout the chart. So not great, but it is what it is. Then we got High Status by Lex DeFunk, which is the small artist of the season. And yeah, I mean, it's a decent one, actually. The rhythms there are really fun swing rhythms, and decent small artist. But you can't find that song anywhere. It's not on Spotify. It's on YouTube, but it's not on Spotify, so you can't put it in a playlist. Love Yourself by Justin Bieber. It's a Justin Bieber song. It's one of his better ones, more tolerable ones, but still, it's Justin Bieber, so it's kind of an L. Red Room by Offset, which kind of... It's a very mid hip hop song. I'm not gonna say it's the lowest effort, but you can hear the auto tune. You can hear how dead he sounds. So it's okay. But we have one, two, three. Oh, it is a 3 hard season. That's gonna hurt it a little bit. I thought it was 4 for some reason. I don't know. The cosmetics, we have flames, we have hearts, we have flaming hearts, and then we have burning paper heart. I like the tier 30 flaming the burning paper heart. That's actually pretty cool. Um, hmm. I want to say, if I compared the seasons to like some of these, I think it's actually kind of worse. I think this one's gonna go in C tier, honestly. I think this one belongs in C tier, and just because it's 3 hards, the cosmetics aren't that great, and the songs that aren't good are really not that great. But yeah, and then let's move on to the final season, our current day season, Retro Rush. And honestly, I think this is a pretty strong season. We have, oh wow, wait, I forgot. I completely forgot this is a 3 hard season. It's actually pretty good for a 3 hard season. So All About That Bass by Meghan Trainor. Honestly, I think that's one of Meghan Trainor's better songs. And no, it's been played on the radio a million times. It's annoying. Some people really just despise the song, but I think it's okay, and it was due for the game anyways. Black and Gold, kind of a weird song. Never heard it before, but I do like it. I do think I like it. It's kind of a vibe. Golden Scans, another really weird song that I've never heard, but also kind of vibe with, you know? It's got a really happy vibe to it. Plasma by Sharks. So I think this was the small artist, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Regardless, it's a really good one. I really like Plasma. It was a fun chart to play through and a really good EDM song. Really strong EDM extreme. This is War. So this is when 30 Seconds to Mars got introduced, and I don't know. This is War just ain't it. I know some people really like this song, but when it hits my ears, it just makes me want to turn it off. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you. It's just not it for me. Then we got Time of Our Lives. I like Pitbull. I like Pitbull a lot, and this is a good song. And Neo kills it with the choruses. Just super strong. Really good one. Turbo by the Nah. Now, this was the small artist. Turbo by the Nah. This song is, like, incredibly small, but it's a good one. This is a really good small artist pick. They did a really good job picking Turbo by the Nah. Really good hip-hop song. Then we got What I Got, another Sublime song, and this one I like even more than Santeria, and I already like Santeria. This one's a more of a vibe, honestly. Really liked it. It was kind of awkward, but I do really like it. And then I might be a little bit biased, but because I originally suggested this song way back around like Tour Pass 2 or 3, I suggested Word Up by Cameo. And guess what? We got Word Up by Cameo. And I really like what they did with it. I know it was going to be a standard normal. I knew that. But yeah, it's really good. And then if we look at the cosmetics here, we have some really good cosmetics too, don't we? Oh, error 404 not found. Uh-oh. We're going to have to look at the banners in-game, actually, because Beatscore doesn't even have them uploaded yet. Now let me go to my banners here. I think it has good cosmetics, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so we've got lines. We got hexagons, which actually look pretty cool. And then we have like the tiles rushing towards your screen, which looks sick. And then the level 30 one, which is like a records. It's like records on top of each other, which I get it for retro. It looks really cool. I like the records. They look really good. So yeah, I think Retro Rush. It's going to be up here. I think Retro Rush deserves itself an A tier, honestly. It's just we're in a really good spot right now. I'm hoping next season is a really good one because this one was pretty decent. So if they can follow it up with another really good one, I'm excited, guys. And next season's coming out soon, Friday. Look out for that one. So yeah, that was the video. Here are my rankings. So in S tier, we have season 4, 7, and 22. In A tier, we've got 10, 11, 14, 17, 18, 23, and 26. In B, we've got 2, 6, 8, 13, 15, 19, and 20. And then in C, we've got 3, 9, 12, 16, and 25. In D, we've got 1 and 5. And in F, we have 21 and 24. So yeah, there you go, guys. That has been my ranking all seasons so far in Beatstar. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Maybe you found it interesting to hear my opinions on them. I'd like to hear your guys' opinions in the comments. If you want to leave your rankings, your personal rankings in the comments, I'm not sure how hard that would be. It might take a second, but or if you want to make revises to my chart, be honest. I'd like to hear your guys' opinions. I know this has been a very long video, much longer than I usually upload on the channel, so I'm sure lots of you guys will click off, but that's fine. I just want to make this video so you guys could get kind of a true understanding of what I feel, and I want to be able to provide opinions on it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.